G'day, Tony Lander here, and welcome to the EQUISIT Riding Revolution channel. I hope you're enjoying the videos over the last months, and this one today is really cool. We've got you an extract, just a short sequence, of a video that's on our membership area. So you get to find out a little hint of what goes on in the member area and the kind of quality you can get out of that. And this video is the black with Francie, and as you know, if you've been following some videos on the channel, the black is unstarted, and so what we believe is that we start the riding process on the ground. So we get things checked and the communication happening, a relationship happening between the rider and the horse while the rider's still safe on the ground. And this one is about checking the traits like courageous, compliant, calm, attentive, and maintaining. And we do this through steady energy. One, steady energy of the halter and lead, and then the second one is really cool. We get Francie to put a hand under the jaw and on top of the nose and do the same process, the same tasks with the steady energy. And we're moving the hind quarter, we're moving the front end, we're moving backwards, and we're moving the horse sideways and forward to check that these traits are becoming more centered. And then just towards the end, you'll see her set up the 2 reins and then start to do the same tasks again with 2 reins. Now this is preparing absolutely for riding. So she checks that she can go forward and even some trot, and a little bit of lateral shoulder in, and this again is preparing us to where we want to get to with high school type of riding eventually, where we're doing lateral maneuvers and also we're doing eventually short steps and diagonals. And so again, preparation is key. We can start this early as long as we're not stressing the horse and pushing too much. We can do this. So hope you enjoy it, and if you do, check out the member area. There's a link below. You can check it out for 14 days free. And if you like it, stay in with us. We'd love to have you there. Okay, enjoy the video.
First 5 traits are absolutely mandatory to have before even thinking about going to doing any work towards shortening steps or lifting front ends or lowering back ends or anything like that. So what we'll do is just check out Francie in the black, showing you these really nice basics and foundation that would be definitely worth having before getting started on the other things. So we'll just get started here, and she starts to move the front end around just with steady energy, and it's really important to do the steady energy because we want the horse to feel us and it's heading us towards the riding part. So here there's a bend. We want the bend in the neck, be able to move the hind quarter, then come up and be able to move the front end. And then the plan is that the front right leg steps across in front of the front left leg if he doesn't fall over, and then Francie goes into a sideways, just a step or 2, then the forehand, then a little bit sideways again. So he's not super compliant yet on the sideways, which makes sense because he hasn't had a lot of training on this. Now we do steady energy again backwards on the nose. This is coming really good with the black. He's starting to get super compliant and even at times towards sensitive, which is cool. And moving the head and neck first, then the shoulder, looking for that leg to step across. A little bit sideways, not so compliant again, go back to the front end, get a bit of movement and then go into sideways. He stepped on his right hind leg this time with the left hind leg. Nice bend and move of hind quarter, flow up to the front end, wait for the left front to cross over the right front. So now this next section is a super section, super idea to check the basics, because using your hands around the zone 1 or just above the zone 1, you have no real safety net, if you like. Like when there's a halter on, you've got a lead rope and halter, you can just haul on him a bit if you need to, or hold if he pushes away. But when you've just got your fingers here and hands, you really don't have a lot of control. So what it brings out in the person is more feel and timing and patience and waiting. And what it brings in the horse is really checking the courageousness and compliant and calm. So his front legs want to drift out to the left away from the center of the circle. So Francie needs to keep the bend and drift with him slightly. This is the direction. Drift with him slightly as he goes to the left, but keep the bend and keep drifting around in a big circle, bigger than she wants right now. And this is the key when you've only got the hands on their face. You've got to drift a lot with the horse. This is better. She's drifting now in his left direction and forwards. That's it. Now she can go more straight. So now Francie takes us to the next stage of having the two reins set up. Her body energies come up and forward, and he's half asleep, so the attentive's not there, so she had to go up the phases with the whip a little bit on his back. So she's not pulling much on the reins. This is about seeing if he can be attentive and compliant to the body energy. So she puts her left hand forward a little bit to give him the idea. Now he's finally woken up, he's got attentive and said, oh, I should be going. So now it's just about, again, flowing with him at this stage, not putting too much pressure on about what to do or how to do, just because this is only right now the second time she's done anything with the two reins. It's not too much about having feel yet on the reins. It's just about having him walk with, follow the body energy. The movement energy right now is up, he's not going, so there's a bit of rhythmic energy from the whip. Eventually he'll become attentive and compliant. Hardly need anything on the outside rein, the left rein right now, but it's still, she starts to use it a little bit so he can start to feel it, so he can start to feel the claustrophobia, the constriction on both reins, but not in connectedness yet. So here she walks a bit faster and looks for, will he step out? He did, he walked nicely faster, so there's a little bit of lengthening of step and into trot. Fantastic. So he's really paying attention to the body energy here. So the go forward was pretty good this time. There was no whip needed, just the body energy and a little lead with the right hand, but now she's asked for a bit more speed. Up to trot. And pretty cool, you can walk beside him while he's trotting. This gives us a nice idea that eventually when he comes up in front and lowers the back, we'll be easily able to walk beside him. And again, a good stop, quite sensitive, and even probably hypersensitive a little bit with the backwards. Relaxed, then she's up into move it backwards, or the magnet backwards. Cool. Almost nothing on the lead, just the hands up in the direction. He's lost a bit of attention here, he's got distracted, so up comes the whip and says, hey, you better pay attention here.
Check out the member area, there's a link below. You can check it out for 14 days free. And if you like it, stay in with us. We'd love to have you there.